So I first learned servant leadership from Mary Lou Gowdy here at Grace Youth Camp, Grace Adventures, when she taught me how to clean toilets. And by cleaning toilets, it taught me how to put other people's needs before my own. And Uncle John really pushed that in my life through joy. Jesus first, others second, and yourself last.
Life is all about goals and having purpose. And very early in my life, Uncle John challenged me with 1 Corinthians 6:20. For you're bought with a price, therefore glorify God in your body and your spirit.
Just want to say thank you for the spiritual heritage that you've passed on to my family. I think back to those days around about 1971 when I first came to the little country church to visit the youth group, and I heard you declare the gospel of Jesus Christ for the very first time. Never before had I entered into the doors of a church, and in those moments something touched me in my heart. And later that night, as I reflected on the evening and the words that you spoke and the gospel, I came to know Jesus Christ as my personal Savior.
I could do several roasts, but I think mostly what I want to do is the blessing part, because I grew up with this family. I graduated with Steve, have wonderful memories of Uncle John preaching and doing youth group and starting the Grace Youth Camp in down by the Pigeons. And it's probably because of him that I am where I am today.
John Gowdy and I go back to 1951. I was a freshman and he was a sophomore. And one of the things I remember from that time especially was the street meetings that we would hold downtown in Milwaukee. We'd go there to a corner every weekend and set up our whatever we had, and people would sing, people would give testimonies. We'd talk to people who came, and especially we had the University of Marquette close by, and we had some of those Catholic students come and try and talk to us about what we were saying.
He would always want to come in the kitchen and pat the pancakes, so I would literally chase him out of the kitchen so we would have fluffy pancakes, not flat ones.
I think I'd have to say for John is his commitment to service. No matter what he did, he always had that priority for him, serving the Lord, telling people about the gospel. And we've been friends since 1951, so that's quite a long time. And I thank the Lord that we both still have health and still can be around together. So what a great day today, celebrating their 65th anniversary.
Woke me up at 4:30 in the morning, telling me I'm burning daylight, as he says, and just the classic. He woke me up to have me print out my own birthday card. So he woke me up, had me go downstairs, try to tell him how to run the printer, and then after I print it out, he hands it back to me and says, "Happy birthday."
Grandma and Grandpa always were faithful with their devotions very early on. I remember how it was like dark out, and that's when they would start reading the Bible together, and they always did it together.
There's a lot of stories that I could tell you about Uncle John. Things like when I would be digging a ditch, I'd be at the bottom working on some plumbing, and he'd come along because he wanted to be a good helper and cave the thing in up to my waist. But I guess what really impacted me is the times that we had together early in the morning when we were when I was plowing snow. I would come by the house. I don't know what time it was, maybe 5 or 6 in the morning, and I could see Mary Lou and Uncle John were awake, and I would go in there and she would have some breakfast, some waffles for me, and some honey for on the waffles. It was really great, and it was just a great time of sharing in the morning. One of the things that I really miss. So yes, he was just amazing to me and a mentor for me. So thank you, Uncle John.